We're going to do a mini session about traditions around Yule in just a moment. Hey guys, I'm Mel from Melsdivination. I'm the owner and the creator here, and today is Witchy Wednesday, and on Witchy Wednesdays we normally do anything under the witchcraft umbrella, including things like paganism or spirituality. Today, in honor of the winter solstice season, we're going to talk about the Sabbath, the pagan Sabbath called Yule. About a year ago, I also did a in-depth Yule video that was about 45 minutes. If you're looking for resources or bigger information, check that video out because this one's going to be quite brief. I do have my cute little baby Yule Christmas tree next to me. As we're getting to the end of the year, we are launching special reading deals that I am rolling out, one for the end of the year and one for the beginning of the year. So keep an eye out for that. We also do live tarot card readings, flip through Fridays, and other fun stuff on this channel. So subscribe and check it out if that kind of thing interests you. Like I said, today we're just doing a brief abbreviated version of history of Yule. So Yule is a pagan celebration, as I mentioned, and it's a Sabbath that is celebrated at the winter solstice. Typically the winter solstice each year is December 21st in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, I believe it's June 21st. It is considered the shortest day of the year, and it's a time of darkness and rebirth, and is often associated with the Norse god Odin. Yule is also a time for feasting, gift giving, and what is called merrymaking, which is having fun, getting together, having parties, laughing, drinking, and just having a good time. Now, Yule history is quite detailed and quite lengthy, so we are just going to go over some minor bullet points for now. The history of Yule goes back thousands of years to the ancient Celts who lived in Europe, which is also Norse energy. The Celts celebrated the winter solstice as a time of great significance, as it marked the beginning of the new year for them. They believed that the sun god, Yule, would be reborn on the winter solstice and that the days would begin to grow longer again. Now, this is true in a sense because the winter solstice is the very last, longest dark day of the year. And then every day after that, we gain a little bit more daylight, either in the beginning of the day or in the end of the day. So, in a way, it is quite accurate. Now, to celebrate the winter solstice, the Celts would gather around a large bonfire and feast on food and drink. They would also sing songs and tell stories about the sun god. The next day, they would decorate their homes with evergreen trees, which were symbols of life and renewal. Now, the evergreen tree has way more symbolism than just that alone. We can get into a whole video around symbolism and the sacredness of an evergreen tree later. If you would like, comment it down below. I will keep an eye out for that. In short, the evergreen tree in somewhat represented bringing in stuff that is still alive into the homes where it was very cold and dark and there wasn't a lot of life in the world at that time. Part of Yule was also with lighting candles and bringing in kind of bonfires because Yule started so far back. They didn't have electricity. They didn't have indoor lights. So when it got dark at 4 p.m. like it is here right now, it's literally only 5 o'clock at night and it is pitch black outside. They didn't have lights they could turn on. They had to go to bed or they had to light a fire in their fireplace and read by firelight. So a lot of what was created has to do with superstition and old traditions of way back in the day, and some of it has shifted, but a lot of it has stayed the same. Yule is still celebrated today by many pagans, and some of the traditions also associated with it have been adopted by Christians as well. For example, the tradition of lighting a Yule log is thought to have originated with the Celts. The Yule log is a large log that is burned over the course of the solstice. It is believed that the smoke from the log will cleanse the home and bring good luck. Some of the traditions associated with Yule include lighting a Yule log, which is a large log that is burned over the course of the solstice. You could also make a Yule log and eat it, a dessert Yule log. Some people do that. Decorating with evergreen trees, branches, wreaths, which are symbols of life and renewal. Singing carols and telling stories. Eating traditional foods such as roast goose, mulled wine, and fruitcake. Giving gifts to loved ones. Yule is a time for reflection and renewal and is a way for people to celebrate the changing seasons and the cycle of life. It is a time to come together with loved ones and enjoy the simple things in life. I wish that we as a society would celebrate the big changing of seasons and would follow it. This is what causes seasonal depression. When your natural DNA and rhythm wants to slow down in the winter and you can't. And you're forced to be in hustle culture and go, go, go. And this is why a lot of people have what's called the winter blues, because we're being forced to live in a unnatural state of darkness that isn't really good for us. A couple ways to fight this is something that I've been doing. I purchased all different kinds of different kinds of lights to have in the house. I don't like the overhead lights. They hurt my eyes. They're just on right now because I'm filming. But I have ivy now that is laced with lights, fairy lights. I have Christmas lights all over the place. I have some fun other nifty lights. So I have those on instead of the harsh lights. Now this is just a little small ceramic Christmas tree. My mom had one when I was growing up. It was much bigger. It was probably about this size. And I loved it. I used to get so excited. She still has it, I believe, but she doesn't put it out the way she used to. So this is literally only my only tree this year. With things that have been going on, I have not been up for celebration. So I haven't decorated, and I am just taking it one day at a time as best as I can. I hope you guys are well. Again, there's a lot more to Yule than just the few little tidbits I've shared with you all. If you feel comfortable, share below with the community what you do during winter solstice, during Yule, during Christmas time even. Check out the other Yule video if you have time, and keep an eye out for the YouTube follower specials that I'm doing. We also have memberships, so you may want to hop over to the video I posted about that, explaining all of that, because with memberships, it is a monthly membership payment. And depending on what membership you pick, depends on different types of things you get. However, especially the middle one, which is called the Chariot, I believe, you qualify and receive one live video reading every single month. And whoever shows up to that, it's a 1 hour minimum. Whoever shows up to that gets a free reading, or multiple free readings, depending on who shows up to it. So that alone is worth it, because I charge $70 for a one-to-one reading. So just a little FYI. I hope you guys are well. I'll see you all soon. Bye.